Hello, everyone. Welcome to Healing Habits with all four of us. And today, as we discussed last time, from now on, we will start discussing our case experiences. And through those case experiences, we will share our each individual's ideas over it. So today, I am going to start with the case. So this is a case of oral cancer where patient has a relapse after 1 year of operation, and the background of the patient is not so strong. By background, I mean the patient has many comorbidities. The patient has diabetes since 15 years, then patient has hypertension since 5 years, patient has had stroke in the last 2 years. Last year he was diagnosed of oral cancer, and this year there is relapse of oral cancer. So you see there is a lot of pathology in the case. So usually when we approach the case as a homeopath, our idea is to always look for the predisposing symptom which has led to the diagnosis, whether it is diabetes, whether it is hypertension, whether it is oral cancer. So what so generally the approach is then what are the symptomatic disturbances which were there before, which landed up the patient in the first diagnostic pathology, which is diabetes, which happened 15 years back. Diabetes then got complicated into hypertension, hypertension then got complicated into oral cancer. So now I ask him, see, I am taking the case, I am asking about oral cancer modalities, all that is done, but I am just telling you the approach because of time constraint. So I asked the patient, how did the diabetes begin? So he says diabetes began because I used to eat gutka, which is tobacco, for 10 years before that. I said, why you started eating gutka? So he says, I used to work in a forest, and in that forest, there there was not a lot of resource for drinking water. And I used to carry water, 1 or 2 liters, but that was not enough for me. In the whole day, I constantly somehow feel dry always in my mouth. So even if I finish this, then the whole day I used to feel thirsty. I was restless. I couldn't do my job. So one day someone saw that I was having this problem. They said, Sir, till we go back to the city, you just eat this much gutka, you'll feel better. So I took that, I ate, and then the whole day I didn't feel thirsty. I said, This is good. And since then, I started eating gutka. That's how I could, do my job. So the first symptom I took was increased thirst with dryness in mouth. This is the predisposing symptom. If this symptom is not there, patient is not going to need to eat gutka or tobacco. If tobacco does not happen, diabetes does not happen. If diabetes is not happening, most probably cancer is not also not happening. So the main predisposing inherent cause or symptom is this dryness in mouth with increased thirst, which then is complemented by eating gutka or alcohol, because he later on he started drinking alcohol also, then he started smoking also. So many things he did which sort of put fuel to this predisposing symptom and developed into pathology like cancer. So then my main rubric is increased thirst with dryness in mouth. Then I see that the patient during the cancer pain also is saying, I want rest, I want peace, I don't want to talk with anyone, I don't want to be disturbed. All that I see. And then I gave the patient bryonia based on disturbed hours to be increased thirst, desire for rest, motion aggravate, so on and so forth. So this is what I wanted to share from this case, that how we can find predisposing symptom before pathology develops to treat the inherent disease and not just the pathology. So that was my case. If Gitesh, Devang, Shardul, if you can add your thoughts over the case.
So, out of time constraint, मुझे लगता है कि you have not shared the whole thing. Around 15 days ago, we discussed this case, and you also shared कि भाई उसमें you said कि the patient needs peace. He
Mhm.
doesn't want to talk to anyone. There was also something else with it. Would you like to share that?
I
Or
don't remember if you, we have seen the case, video case also. So if you remember, yes.
I don't remember this thing in this case, but
One
then.
another symptom was he was also having alcohol habit, and he wanted to withdraw the alcohol because when he developed hypertension, then doctors told him main cause is alcohol. So he withdrew drinking alcohol, and when he stopped drinking alcohol, he started having delirium tremens, and during delirium tremens, he had this sort of vision that people are coming, people are trying to hit me, and he was seeing all dead people,
Hmm.
dead relatives, dead people who were coming in front of him. It was not a dream. He was actually saying, I can see them right now here, right in front of me. They are standing over here, they are talking to me, and they are trying to beat me.
Hmm.
So then one of the rubrics you suggested was delusion beaten. He is being,
Yes.
uh, one of the remedies that is given in high mark is again bryonia, no?
Yes. तो ये rubric I wanted you to share because मैंने जो जहाँ से ये rubric सीखा था, the place where I learned this rubric was a case of mine, which is quite an old case. और उस केस में it was a case of liver cirrhosis. Again, an alcoholic patient. He wanted to leave alcohol, but he couldn't. And in the case, he had vomiting, diarrhea, etc., for which he was admitted. उसके सारे symptoms देखे गए थे. With nausea, he had stomach pain also. Nausea and stomach pain. थोड़ा भी एक दो निवाले भी, just two morsels of food also would aggravate. And after all this, he
कितना
started
नंबर आ गया?
talking.
Sorry.
He started talking कि भाई he has a lot of anxiety, and in the anxiety it was, in my case it was कि he would be afraid of something all the time. So he gave me an example कि while riding on his two wheeler, he had some brushing with some truck, and वो truck का the mirror broke off, and he got so afraid that this truck driver will now come to hit me, that he ran off. And this was one of example. Then he told me another example where he would drive a rickshaw, and the rickshaw owner came because he would rent it from somebody. So the owner came to ask him for rent, and he was totally like afraid of that this fellow will now hit me. And this pattern kept repeating. He gave me at least three, four incidences जहाँ पे he felt that now these people will hit me and I want to run away from here. He gave me another example from his childhood also, where he had an affair and he felt that the brothers of the girl would hit him
I
badly.
have one question on this actually.
1 minute, I'll just finish this example. So there was this thing that delusion, they will hit him, and this intense desire to run away, to escape. So in the girl's case, when the brothers would hit him was his fear. He ran off out of the village and stayed on a water tank for 7 days. So
Sounds
as a
chaotic.
pattern, it was that he was afraid कि अरे लोग मारेंगे मुझे, and he would run off.
So मेरा सवाल ये है
हाँ.
कि because you are also using the sensation method, no?
Hmm.
Why didn't you think of composite family or Solanaceae family of
Okay.
see, if it is coming repeatedly, I am being hit, then
Yes.
why are you not taking the rubric like delusion injured he is, injured
Yes.
he is going
Yes.
to be, why
Fear of injury
beaten,
is also
why injury, why
Absolutely.
not composite, why not stramonium considering so much of fear, terror,
Fear,
and wanting
fear,
to run
fear.
away?
Absolutely. 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 So, for me, I think the turning point, or rather the point where I didn't go into those thoughts, was actually the physical symptoms. Right in the beginning, even before these examples, these life space points came in the case, there were physical symptoms like the nausea being aggravated at slightest food, and pain in abdomen being better by lying on the painful side, intense pressure amelioration.
नहीं, बट
ये
सॉरी टू
पॉइंट की
इंटरप्ट
वजह से,
हितेश, मेरा
जस्ट
पॉइंट
वन
ये
मिनट,
है, मेरा पॉइंट ये है, इफ यू
हाँ,
लिसन, मेरा पॉइंट ये है, हम क्या सीखते हैं फिजिकल सिम्टम्स से, मेंटल सिम्टम्स आर मोर इम्पोर्टेंट, देन
यस,
स्ट्रेट अवे आई एम सी, आई फील कि व्हाई आर यू गिविंग मी फिजिकल सिम्टम्स, मेंटल सिम्टम्स आर मोर इम्पोर्टेंट, देन आई
यस।
विल गो विथ मेंटल, दिस व्हाई आर यू गिविंग मी फिजिकल्स, दैट्स व्हाई आई इंटरप्टेड यू।
तो फिर भी मेरा एक पॉइंट ये है इसमें कि इफ वी हैव टू क्योर समथिंग, देन इट हैज टू बी अ टोटलिटी, इट कैन नॉट बी ओनली माइंड। माइंड और बॉडी दोनों ठीक से
नहीं, बट
कवर होना
माइंड
चाहिए।
ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है ना।
हाँ, तो
अगर
माइंड में,
अगर
हाँ, आई एम
ऐसे क्यों नहीं
आंसरिंग
कर
यू।
सकते हम, ऐसे क्यों नहीं कर सकते हम कि मैंने मेंटल सिम्टम्स लिया और फिर बोला कि ये वाले मैं फिजिकल सिम्टम्स भी है, ये वाले क्या बोलते हैं, सब स्टैमोनियम में या क्या था दूसरा दवा, कॉम्पोजिटी का कोई और लिखा,
कॉम्पोजिटी का
लिया।
बोल रहे
हाँ,
हैं।
क्यों
Fair
नहीं।
enough. Fair enough. The point is, if we consider the sensation method, it's not only about injury, it is about being hit specifically. इंजरी में ना, इट कुड बी एनी इंजरी, फॉल, एक्सीडेंट, एनीथिंग, एंड दैट हैज टू रिपीट। इसमें इट वाज वेरी स्पेसिफिक कि लोग मुझे मारेंगे, एंड माय impulse इज टू रन अवे। तो इट इज मोर स्पेसिफिक, तो आई फाउंड मोर स्पेसिफिक रूब्रिक्स, और वो ढूंढने पे मिले मुझे, तो देन आई हैव टू स्टिक टू द वर्ड्स ऑफ द पेशेंट कि लोग मारेंगे मुझे।
No,
तो
I am
बिल्कुल
asking these questions
डिटेल,
as a student, so don't
यस
be
यस यस,
offended in
ऑफ
any way.
कोर्स।
But still मेरे को ये डाउट है एज अ स्टूडेंट,
हाँ,
मेरे को ऐसा ही लग रहा है यार, आज तक तो हम सीखे मेंटल सिम्टम्स या
है ना,
रिपीटेड
तो मैं
पैटर्न को
मेंटल
डिलीजन
सिम्टम ही
बनाओ
बोल रहा
या
हूँ।
सेंसेशन बनाओ, सडनली किसी ने ऐसा उठाया और वो बोल रहे हैं कि
नहीं नहीं नहीं, मैं मेंटल का ही बोल रहा हूँ ना, कि जो
ओके।
एग्जैक्ट है वो मुझे मिला है, तो आई एम स्टिकिंग टू दैट। एंड इन compositing family, for example, it will be injury in any form. It need not be every time being hit by somebody. It needs to be also being injured by falling, through accidents, जो भी injury, and along with that insult, तब वो composite ही बनेगा। If it is fear for
मेरे को जितना
solemnity,
आ रहा है, इफ आई कैन
एक
ऐड द
मिनट,
आंसर
solemnity
आल्सो टू
कंप्लीट
माय
तो करने दो
क्वेश्चन।
भाई।
हाँ।
If it is solenacy, it has to be fear to the point of terror that he cannot move or he runs away. इसमें escape आ रहा है, agreed, but the fear has to be felt to the to that level के जहां पे body and mind both speak the same language. हाँ, अभी बोलो, what were you saying?
मेरा मेरा ये सिर्फ इतना रहेगा कि इंजरी के साथ जनरली कॉम्पोजिटिव फैमिली के लिए टच सेंसिटिविटी, डोंट टच मी,
Yes.
डोंट अप्रोच मी, डोंट कम
Yes.
नियर मी, ये थोड़ा मेरे लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है कि टच और अप्रोच
हाँ, बिल्कुल।
नहीं चाहिए मेरे को, सो दैट, सो
Yes,
हियर
yes,
इट
yes.
इज ओनली दैट आई एम बीइंग ट्राइंग टू हिट, बट उसके साथ सेंसेशन मेथड में जितना मैं समझता हूँ उसमें ये सेंसरी एक्सपीरियंस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि वो इतना पेनफुल है, वो हर्ट इंजरी, कि आई डोंट वांट एनीवन टू कम नियर मी, अप्रोच मी, वो पार्ट मेरे को थोड़ा मिसिंग लगा उसके लिए, मे बी यू नो बेटर, यू इट्स योर केस, बट वो मेरे को
That I had
मिसिंग
other physical particulars and generals also, so I also gave Bryonia in that case. But
So,
the learning for me in the case was this rubric: delusion, beaten being he is.
hmm.
कोई आके मुझे मार रहा है।
Can we find this rubric in a materia medica because I'm not able to find it?
नहीं, रेपर्टरी में है ये।
हाँ, but
I
where
showed
is
you
it given in a
repertoire.
proving book? Is it there in a proving
वो
book?
जार का रेफरेंस है ना, अभी शार्दुल ने जब व्हेन ही शोड द
Yeah.
रूब्रिक ना, उसमें जार का रेफरेंस है।
But is there any rubric? Is there any reference in the materia medica in the source book? Can we? Because I'm not able to find in my repertory. Maybe
कौन
I
सा है?
understand
कंप्लीट
that
रिपर्टरी है ना?
I saw this in Radar.
ओके.
I want to see this in a Materia Medica, where actually it is given in the source book. Do we have?
तो
जार का
थोड़ा
रेफरेंस है?
ढूंढना पड़ेगा
नहीं
वो
नहीं
तो।
पता, उतना तो देखा नहीं है।
Because when I do it in the Synergy, it says release themes. So it is coming, the reference is coming from a thematic perspective rather than being in the brewing, is how
नहीं
I
हमारे
understand.
इसमें, नहीं हमारे इसमें तो क्लियरली जार दिखा रहा है।
बाहर दिया है क्लियरली.
हाँ
देखो,
So we should be able
सोर्स
to
तो
find it in
ये
the
है.
jar. We should be able to find in jars Materia Medica or something like that, no?
ओके, तो वही अभी हम ट्राई करते हैं, अगर मिलता है तो देखते हैं.
And I agree, like, one of the biggest confusions can happen in students' mind is mentals are very important, and most often we as students can get carried away getting something very interesting like this. But if it is supported with very good, strong physical generals, that
हाँ
gives a lot more confidence to prescribe rather than just relying on some theme or some system or something like that. If it is supported by like the generals that he had, that he is hot and thirsty and
यस.
few more. And I would just
या
like to add
आई थिंक
some
द, हाँ,
symptoms of bryonia that I kind of used to
just to
confirm.
complete your point, Devang, before you continue, I think what we feel is that the old and established ways of homeopathy, that is to look at the physical generals and then complement it with mental symptoms, that should never be forgotten, that should be kept as a foundation, and on that foundation we can always use the newer methods like sensation or any other method that is present in now or will come in future. Yes, so sorry,
So
Devang.
there are certain physical generals that I tend to confirm for bryonia. One is desire for very hot food. If we see in the repertory, Kent repertory, 4 or 5 remedies are there. Arsenic, bryonia, chelidonium, cascarilla, lycopodium, sabadilla. These are the remedies which have desire for very hot food. Very hot means boiling hot. Then of course hot, thirstless, dryness of mucous membrane. But what is important I realized is when I went to Calcutta this year, we had one patient. I don't remember the name and diagnosis of the case, but the remedy prescribed was bryonia, and the patient was sweating profusely. So I asked Banerjee sir that, sir, bryonia generally is very dry, and that time he told me that. Dryness of mucous membrane, but excessive perspiration is a symptom of bryonia. That was something new for me to learn. Then, desire for sour food is very strong in bryonia, and of course, constipation. These are certain physical generals that I look for to confirm bryonia.
Just
That
to
was
add,
one. Hmm.
हाँ, just to add, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जनरली डिजायर फॉर हॉट ड्रिंक्स ये शायद से ऑल लिवर रेमेडीज में
All
बहुत
liver
ज्यादा दिख
remedy.
रहा है। ब्रायोनिया इज ऑल्सो लिवर रेमेडी,
Yes.
लाइकोपोडियम, चेलिडोनियम,
चेलिडोनियम,
लिवर
चेलिडोनियम
के
लाइकोपोडियम सब.
एफिनिटी के केसेस में है ना, हॉट ड्रिंक्स स्पेशली बॉइलिंग हॉट ये दिख रहा है ज्यादा। हम्म।
I
शार्दुल,
agree.
हाँ, शार्दुल, यू वांट टू ऐड समथिंग?
देवांग का हो गया. देवांग, यू फिनिश्ड?
हाँ हो गया ना उसका।
Well,
हाँ
I can. It is better that we don't theorize that these are liver remedies, because sabadilla is not a liver remedy, cascarilla is not a liver remedy. So I would like to just stick with the facts that these are the remedies, these are there, and that is it. Instead of we making a theory like Hahnemann has advised in footnote of aphorism number 1,
one.
physician should be away from empty speculations. So this is how I would see it, but everyone in India is free to think how they want to think.
हाँ, बट मुझे ऐसा भी लगता है कि अगर अगर अपने को दिख रहा है कुछ ऑब्जर्वेशन, 3 रेमेडीज, मेजॉरिटी रेमेडीज उसमें से दिख रहे लिवर के, और लिवर का एफिनिटी क्लियर है, वी कैन यूज इट एज अ क्लू। डेफिनेटली इट्स नॉट अ, क्या बोलते हैं,
और आई थिंक
रूल
सी,
कि हॉट ड्रिंक मतलब लिवर ही सोचा है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है।
But that is how it happens. Then we start thinking like this. Then student level or in general, the mind starts thinking, okay, liver pathology, warm drinks, and all that. As much as we
hmm.
refrain from such things, it is best in the interest of the system.
Devang, but what I think, as Shrikant is saying, ideas comes like this, and we have to ponder over the ideas. We have to see it practically. We have to see whether these ideas are we could see in our patients. So definitely we could see, and the newer idea comes like this only. But what we are discussing, just carrying forward this is what Gitesh and Shrikant were discussing. The mental symptom does not present a man as a complete or as a whole. The physical and mental both symptom has to match with the patient, and ultimately what we are now experiencing day in day out in our practice, that symptoms is the main thing that has to match with the patient rather than what the system or theme that we all agree. And coming back to the symptoms, so when if I want to talk about my bryonia experience, is what I feel every remedy has a strength or something which is very fundamental or very important in any given case. So when I was reading Nash, so there is very beautiful line in Nash. So what Nash says, as in pulsatilla, so in bryonia, characteristic lies in modalities. And to sum up in 3 words, what Nash says, aggravation from motion is the main thing in bryonia, what he says. And I like reading Nash a lot. He gives the cases and it's like a storytelling. So one of the favorite book of Materia Medica. So I remembered one case for this, how we learn from our practice and what I believe our patients teach us the remedy to us. And motion aggravation, I learned from one of my patient, और उसको, the patient was of dengue. He was having dengue, उसके platelet कम हो रहे थे, mother was anxious, 14 years boy था. I gave pulsatilla. Pulsatilla did not work. So phone pay, I was taking the follow-up. Fever was same. Platelet was going down. I thought retake karna chahiye. So I spoke with him again on phone, and he said, with fever, I am having headache, and headache is so intense. I don't want to move my eyes also. If somebody is saying, look, this is, so I say, no, don't ask me to look also, because movement of eyeballs also increasing my headache. So the movement of eyeball. So what is slightest motion aggravation? I learned from this patient, and that boy taught me the motion aggravation and importance of bryonia. So I changed my prescription from pulsatilla to bryonia, and we could see the change. And within 1 week, his platelet came to normal, his fever gone, and his weakness gone. So it was a very interesting case where I learned bryonia. So modalities, I think, very important for bryonia, as we say, motion aggravation, rest amyloid. And if you consider the season, so this is the right time for bryonia, the hot season,
Hmm.
and we know the
Cold.
heat. Now, Pune is also hitting like anything, right? Never like this before. And we tend to go out when we get heated, we feel like, अरे बहुत गर्म हो रहा है, अभी कुछ तो भी ठंडा पीना चाहिए, right? And we go and we drink some cold drink or some ice drink, or we just go and sit in front of AC. तो ये सब जो है ना, ये ऑल दीज आर नथिंग बट ब्रायनिया कॉजेस. और अभी भी हम देख रहे हैं कि बहुत सारे एक्यूट केसेस आर कमिंग विद दिस एग्जैक्ट मोडालिटी, एंड ब्रायनिया इज वेरी गुड रेमेडी व्हेन यू ड्रिंक कोल्ड ड्रिंक, आइस ड्रिंक व्हेन ओवर हीटेड और इन समर. जैसे हम पढ़ते, एलन्स ने लाइन दिया है, व्हेन हॉट डेज सेट्स इन आफ्टर कोल्ड डेज, व्हेन समर सेट्स इन आफ्टर कोल्ड
Cold
डेज. जो
nights.
एग्जैक्ट अभी सीजन है, और अभी देखो फिर से अभी यहाँ पे क्लाउड्स आ गए, बारिश गिरने वाली लग रही है, तो मौसम फिर से बदल रहा है. तो दिस चेंजिंग एनवायरमेंट इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द एग्रीवेशन फैक्टर फॉर ब्रायनिया. So I think, as Nash said, for acute also, what I have seen, modalities are very important when we prescribe bryonia.
और
ये तो
हॉट
मैंने
डेज कोल्ड नाइट। हाँ तो बोल बोल।
ये तो मैंने एक्सपीरियंस किया है। एकदम हॉट डे में मैं जा रहा था एंड आई हैड अ कोल्ड ड्रिंक एंड आई वाज डाउन विद हाई फीवर,
यस
101, 102. And the interesting thing in that fever, when I had the fever, was that I just didn't want anybody to talk to me. Even my mother coming and asking me, yeah, have something, should I give you water? Even that was terrible for me. And Brian helped me in that acute.
I was to be
Brian,
disturbed.
Yes, I was.
and nowadays, because temperature is very hot, आज today afternoon we were discussing, हम लोग बाहर गए थे तो लिटरली चटके मार रहे थे, और अंदर आओ तो वी आर सिटिंग इन एसी रूम्स with 21 degrees 18 degrees. So this sudden change in temperatures that we go through, उसकी वजह से बहुत पेशेंट्स बीमार गिर रहे हैं, और स्पेशली इन द लास्ट 2 वीक्स ब्रायनिया मैंने काफी दिया है इन
Hmm.
acute, क्योंकि बहुत
Right.
लोग द एवरीबडी सेइंग सर इतना धूप है बाहर, बाहर जाता हूँ अंदर आता हूँ कूलर ऑन करता हूँ बैठता हूँ, एसी ऑन करता हूँ बैठता हूँ, सिम्टम्स
Hmm.
शुरू, ड्राइनेस
Right.
इंक्रीज थर्स्ट मिल गया तो
Just,
ब्रायनिया एटलीस्ट 3-4 तो पेशेंट, एटलीस्ट 3-4 पेशेंट्स
हाँ,
आए।
just that we should remember कि Brian is not the only remedy. ऐसे और भी
हाँ
remedy
yes,
है,
that's why I repeated the symptom
डल
of thirst
हाँ.
increased and dryness and
Yes. क्योंकि
और
ये
ऐसा ही मेरे को और एक important very important thing that it should not go in the wrong way. देखो अपन जब ऐसा डिस्कस कर रहे हैं कि आपने सेंसेशन क्यों नहीं देखा, आपने सिम्टम क्यों देखा, आप फिजिकल सिम्टम्स भी देखो, अगर हमारा कहीं भी ये मैसेज नहीं है कि मेथड में कुछ गलत है, हमारा सिर्फ बोलना इतना है कि फाउंडेशन पहले, सिम्टम्स पहले, सेंसेशंस बाद में। ये
yes.
this message should not go anywhere from, because we don't know who is listening to this in what way. We are a very open group. We will openly sort of go against each other's opinion, and you can see in today's discussion how we can mm, go uh, mm, against each others also, because our intention is clear and we trust all of us कि होम्योपैथी के लिए कर रहे हैं, होम्योपैथिक स्टूडेंट के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से डिस्कस करना है, बट वी हैव द utmost respect to the old and the new methods and the sensation method. So sometimes it goes in a wrong way, so I just wanted to clear that point.
Everyone should follow what is written on his shirt. Keep it simple.
Keep it.
वो
ये
सोच
तुम्हारे
के
लिए
उसको
अच्छा.
पहना है आज।
Okay, okay. So
Yes.
coming back to what Gitesh was saying, the Bryonia is not the only remedy for this. So just when I was
Shardul,
reading,
one
मैंने भी
second. I
पूछा
will
कि
tell them.
डल का मारा को भी है ना कि हॉट डेज कोल्ड नाइट. सो एज श्रीकांत सेड कि डल का मारा हम क्या पढ़ते हैं, इट इज अ कटारल रेमेडी. So profuse discharges. If Dalkamara develops the cold after getting cold chilled when overheated, तो he will develop profuse coryza. जैसे हम बोलते हैं weeping coryza. And in Bryonia we get the dryness. So dryness of mucous membrane. तो ये difference है when you get Dalkamara and Bryonia, and other symptoms of Dalkamara, as we know that वो cold air, damp air से it get affected. So that is the difference. Dryness or increased thirst इमीडिएटली ब्रायनिया में मिल जाता है, विच इज नॉट देयर इन डलकामारा.
और डलकामारा में थोड़ा कोल्ड ड्राफ्ट और नोज का सेंसिटिविटी is more, that they want to cover their nose up.
यस.
Devang,
और
you wanted to say something.
No, I was just saying that everyone should follow the KISS principle if they want to be successful. Keep it simple.
क्लैरिफाई कर भाई, किस
हाँ
Keep
किसका
it
कहा
simple.
किसको भी.
Keep it simple.
कीप
आगे
इट सिंपल थॉट.
और एक एस चाहिए ना उधर,
S is emphasized for simplicity. It is double two times
डबल
simple.
सिंपल, कीप इट डबल सिंपल.
Yes,
सिंपल एंड
doubly
सिंपल.
simple.
यस.
ओके ठीक है.
बस.
ओके.
और यस, और एक चीज ब्रायनिया का ये कि पेन ऑफ ब्रायनिया इज स्टिचिंग, शार्प पेन, is important, one of the main symptom जो usually दिखता है, वो जो breathing पे aggravate होगा, it will aggravate on motion. So that one more symptom is there.
अभी तो यू आर कवरिंग लॉट ऑफ सिम्टम्स, तो मेरे को और एक जस्ट ऑफ हैंड केस याद आया, सो आई विल जस्ट टेल दैट, आई कीप इट एज शॉर्ट एज पॉसिबल. सो एक केस थी, वुमन, शी वाज अराउंड 30 years old when she got married. Her family went into financial crisis, so she started a business. And when she started a business, she started making food, and she used to make the food, और वो बोलती थी, today I will come back home only after selling this many packets, and those packets have to sell today and only today, not tomorrow. नहीं तो घर आना ही नहीं है. Like that I used to go and I used to sell,
रात
and
को
every
बस स्टैंड पे रुक जाती थी।
नहीं नहीं, वो पूरा सिटी घूमती थी, लोगों को घर जाती थी, ऐसे सब बहुत मार्केटिंग करती थी वो. सो वो करते करते एक दिन क्या हो गया कि वो टू व्हीलर पे जा रही थी और पेन स्टार्ट हो गया. सो पेन इतना सीवियर हो गया कि वो बोलती है कि मैं गिर रही थी गाड़ी से, आई वॉज ड्राइविंग व्हीकल, आई वॉज गोइंग टू फॉल. तो मैंने गाड़ी ऐसे नीचे छोड़ दिया और ऐसे ही पकड़ के खड़ी रह गया ऐसे ही. तो सब लोग देख रहे कि ये ऐसे क्यों खड़ी हो गई रास्ते के बीच में. तो वो बोली कि मेरे को ऐसा पता था कि इतन द पेन इज सो सिवियर कि अगर मैं ऐसे सीधा भी हो जाऊंगी तो इट विल बी इनटॉलरेबल. सो
Severe pain.
in fact I used to also control my breathing भी मैं ऐसे, I used to breathe
Control
like
the
this
breath.
कि वो पैट को कुछ क्या बोलते हैं, टच नहीं होना चाहिए, वो हिलना नहीं चाहिए, स्टमक का वो पार्ट, सिर्फ मेरा ओनली माई चेस्ट शुड मूव. लाइक दैट intense pain she used to have. So, one is, all of you know that slightest motion aggravates holding on, like Dr. Shardul said. But also, if we look at the story, that she has financial crisis and she does business, she's business minded, talks of business, complete focus on money and finances, poverty. Poverty is very important symptom of bryonia.
Right.
People who have lived in severe poverty, where they will tell us कि I lived in on water for many days. मैं इतना पानी पीता था गले तक, ताकि शाम तक भूख न लगे. भूख लगी, अगेन ड्रिंक वाटर टिल लाइक दिस. एंड कुछ खाना पीना बोले तो मंदिर में प्रसाद लिया, मीठा लिया, ओनली स्वीट्स, और मंदिर ऐसे खा खा के निकाले दिन मैंने. और फिर देन आई डेवलप्ड डायबिटीज. Very sort of common picture of bryonia, especially in diabetes cases. So offhand I remembered, so I thought I will share.
Yes, both common symptom है ना. Talks about business, fear of poverty,
हाँ.
bargaining, ये सब देखते हैं हम ब्रायनिया में. यस. तो ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. व्हाट ये जो अभी डॉक्टर गीतेश सेड, दैट रूब्रिक आई लर्न फ्रॉम दिस केस ओनली, delusion, being beaten, that was new learning for me and it was very interesting.
ये जो
Usually
डॉक्टर श्रीकांत बोल रहे थे ना कि पावर्टी और बहुत
Sweet.
मनी मनी मनी,
Trust.
ये
Money.
मनी 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 का द वे आई हैव लर्नड इट इवन इन द माइंड बॉडी कनेक्शंस थिंग, पीपल हु आर कलेक्टिंग समथिंग स्पेशली इफ इट इज मनी उनको डायबिटीज ज्यादा होता है. एंड सेकेंडली आई हैव ऑल्सो सीन उनको इडीमा बहुत होता है, which is also a symptom of bryonia. And if
Okay.
you see people who are collecting a lot of money, usually they get emotionally very dry. So I remember bryonia like this, कि इमोशनली ड्राई है और फाइनेंशियली बहुत जमा कर रहा है. वैसे ही एट द बॉडी लेवल म्यूकस मेम्ब्रेन्स ड्राई है एंड सीरस मेम्ब्रेन्स में एफ्यूजन्स होते हैं, इडिमा होता है. दैट्स अ सिम्पटम,
Edema and
दैट्स अ
dryness.
पैथोलॉजी
Yes.
ऑफ ब्रायोनिया.
Yes.
Okay, and how you look at the homeopath collecting more and more patient?
That is natural, no?
वो तो होना
और इसी के
चाहिए.
लिए, हाँ, just continuing on this dryness and edema of bryonia, उसी के लिए bryonia का chronic is nitramure, because
Right.
nitramure also has same pathogenesis, dryness and edema.
Right. So we have,
Yes.
so we have seen many authors have written bryonia comes in the acute headaches of natramure. as
हाँ,
acute.
yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes. Bryonia and
बस
acute level.
natremure में भी ड्राइनेस ही की नोट रहता है ना, ड्राइनेस, थर्स्टी
Yes.
होपलेस, थर्स्टी थिन, थर्स्टी होपलेस एंड ड्राइनेस, वो रहता है ना natremure में भी.
और जस्ट बिकॉज कुछ सेंसेशन का एक टॉपिक याद आया मेरे को, ये जो दिस पेशेंट शी सेड कि आई हैव टू सेल एंड आई हैव टू सेल देम टुडे विद इन
हम्म,
दिस टाइम स्पैन. दिस इज वेरी टाइफॉइड मायाजम कि आज के आज, अभी के अभी, कल नहीं, नॉट टुमारो, इट हैज टू हैपन टुडे in this time span only.
right.
That specificity for time limit, that is
Hmm.
very characteristic of typhoid miasm.
Yes. Hmm.
Good. I think we shared our thoughts today. Hope it is useful for people who are listening. And what is our future plan? If you can tell anyone, when are we meeting again?
We are planning to meet on the first Thursday of every month,
Okay.
provided all of us are available. So hope you all are there.
No, we let us make ourselves available.
Yes.
हाँ, अपन तो we will, but uh, audience also hope
Yes.
to
Yes,
see you all.
audience. Yes, very
Different
important.
topics.
Audience also.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, everyone.
Okay. Chalo.
Put
Thank
it
you.
to
Bye
the
bye.
audience, know what they want, just to take their
Yes.
comment.
Yeah, we request your feedback, suggestions, like, subscribe, share to our videos.
Yes. What you
And
want, what you want to discuss, please let us know. Please give your feedbacks. And yes, your feedbacks will help us.
yeah, and we will take up whatever your suggestion is. We will try and take them up and try to answer it in the best possible way that we can.
In the most simplest way that we can.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Okay.
Okay. Chalo.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.